In the summer of 1518, Strasbourg faced one of the strangest crises in recorded history. Hundreds of people began dancing, and they couldn't stop. It started with a woman named Frau Trophäa. One morning, she stepped into the street and began moving in a repetitive, restless way. She kept at it for hours. Neighbours watched with confusion, expecting her to tire and collapse, but she returned the next day and the day after that. Within a week, dozens of others had joined her. The reports are disturbing in their detail. Men and women moved without control, stamping their feet until they were bloodied. Some collapsed from exhaustion, only to get back up and continue. By the end of the month, it was said that more than 400 people were caught in the same compulsion. They weren't celebrating. They weren't enjoying themselves. They were trapped in it. The city's leaders had no medical explanation. Instead of trying to contain it, they made a decision that, in hindsight, only worsened the crisis. Believing the dancers needed to purge the sickness through movement, they hired musicians and opened guild halls for the crowds. With live drumming and piping pushing them on, the episodes grew more intense. Many collapsed and suffered serious injuries, and records suggest that some even died. As for the cause, historians are still divided. One theory blames ergot, a toxic mold found on damp rye, which can cause spasms and hallucinations. The problem is, ergot poisoning tends to incapacitate rather than synchronize people. Another theory sees it as mass hysteria, a psychological response to the crushing pressures of the time. Strasbourg was struggling with famine, disease, and poverty. Under conditions that severe, entire communities might have been vulnerable to a collective breakdown. There was also a religious interpretation. Many people in the region believed they had been cursed by Saint Vitus, a figure associated with both dancing and punishment. To them, the plague was not medical at all. It was spiritual. They believed the only way out was to endure it until the curse was lifted. What makes the event so unsettling is that it sits at the edge of explanation. It wasn't war, it wasn't plague in the ordinary sense. It was hundreds of people, compelled against their will, dancing themselves to collapse in the middle of a city.